Morning, everybody. Welcome back to Simple Acre Homestead. In case it's your first time here, my name is Bert. My wife Cindy and I and our 4 children, we homestead on 1 acre here in Southwestern Ontario, Canada. Guys, it's been a few weeks since I've been out here with you. It's been darn cold, but as you can see, the grass is starting to poke through that big hill I made for the kids to play on is melting. And there's some updates for you. You know what, guys? If you follow our lives, you will know what I'm about to tell you. But if you don't, then we did have some misfortune, a few weeks back. It was a bit of a, it was devastating for us here. In this pen is where Pickles lived. Pickles was our billy goat, our Nigerian dwarf billy goat. It was a very sudden death for Pickles. So we don't know exactly what happened. It almost seemed like he maybe had a case of bloat. It was very frustrating. We were quite picky with his diet. We've had experiences in the past with goats, and we were so fussy with his diet, strict with it, and to the point where Cindy's kind of thrown up her hands and went, I don't know if I want to do goats anymore. So Molly went up for sale. Guys, you remember Molly. Molly was our brown Nigerian dwarf. We've had her for 3 years. She sold right away. Now what we have left for goats is Peaches and Boots. Those are Molly's daughters. We may keep them for pets. If I can find a stud service nearby, maybe we'll breed them. But I think for now, this is the extent of what we're going to have for goats. I keep trying to talk Cindy to let me get some meat goats, but that's debatable right now. I can hear some commotion behind me. The Polish rooster and the hen are out. Just kind of checking things out. They don't, they're enjoying the fact that the snow is melting and we don't have some big drifts because they stayed pretty cooped up, literally, when the weather was nasty. Oh, I have to make a trip into the aviary to see if I can spin you guys around here. So, the reason I'm coming in here is despite the fact that I've got 2 types of nesting boxes set up, our Silky just insists on laying over there in the gravel in the corner. I'm going to grab that egg. See? Oh, didn't mean to spook you. So you can see the pheasants in here as well. I've shown you this guys before, but since I had to come in here anyway. There we go. Bring it back with me here. Back out. All right, so we have this space now. I think the plan is there's a surprise coming up, the guys, that I'm not going to break it to you just yet, but in about 1 month, I have something coming that's going to occupy this space. But while we're out here, I'm going to quickly bring you into the quabitry. Close that behind me, keep the cold out. And I want to stop at this particular cage, and I'm going to spin this around. So this is Holly's cage. Now she'll let me. I'm going to show you some of our bunnies here. These are New Zealand whites. They are less than a week old and doing very well, as you can see. Now I'm going to put this back so I don't disturb her too much. I apologize, guys. I am using a selfie stick today. Because I'm using the selfie stick, I'm a little shakier with it, but Cindy's pretty busy in the house, so. Okay, let's head out to the front yard because I do have something that is new to us. Something's happened that we have not experienced here on our 1 acre homestead. So now this isn't a new critter. This is just something that's happened. So we have the geese out front, guys. You guys know. Just bear with me as I head that way. You can hear them. They know I'm coming. They're yelling at me. I'm going to quickly switch the direction of the camera around. All right. There they are, yelling at me. But what has happened here that I wanted to show you, I'm going to put that silky egg in here. The last couple of days, I'm getting goose eggs. Now, this goose egg looks a little funny, but that's because I had to put some wax on it to seal up a crack because it had gotten too cold. So this egg may not be any good for incubating. But because I don't know how many eggs I'm going to get, I'm collecting them. And I may give them back to her, or I may try to incubate them. I haven't had a lot of luck incubating goose eggs, but I understand that they can be a little difficult to get to hatch. But the other reason I'm collecting them is I don't want them all to freeze. And there they go, making noise. Anyway, guys, I wanted to show you something else. Because as I've looked for these eggs... Oh, let me turn this for a second so you can see what I see. Well, they're not going to do it, but it's that time of year. They're a little aggressive with me to begin with, but right now they're getting very aggressive. And I get it. So what I do is I come out here and I check these calf shelters that I put in place. And what I've noticed, let me just tell you one more thing. That's the calf shelter that I've been finding the eggs in. But I come over here today, and I'll show you inside. There is a nicely made nest. And I have a feeling this is where she's going to actually start keeping the eggs. Now, the other reason I know that, let me see if this happens the way I think it will. I want to show you if she does it. So I showed you where I think she's going to have this nest. Now, I'm going to check outside the door here. Because every time I come in here, I go to leave and the hen is standing just outside the door waiting to see what I'm doing. Let me turn it. Oh, she's not going to do it. Anyway, I was hoping I could show you her reaction, but she's been very calm with me, fortunately, because I've been a little worried that she may corner me in there. She kind of comes up, but she doesn't really bother me. But anyway, they are definitely getting a little more aggressive right now. So that's a quick update, guys. That's what's happening around here right now. And I do apologize again for not being out here doing some recordings and keeping you guys updated. But hopefully it's going to keep getting better out here. It's going to keep getting warmer. And I'm really crossing our fingers that we'll have some baby geese this year, some little goslings from our own birds. These guys, this is our first spring with them. And I can't wait to find out for sure who is the females, who is the males. I have to somehow tag them, like a leg band them or something like that, because you can't tell them apart, except for the one. There's one hen I know, and she's the only one that doesn't have the tuft on her head. But the other four, I think there's a female in there, but I can't be certain. But that one that's by herself right now, let's see if I can get you closer. She is for sure a female. You can see she doesn't have the tuft. These guys over there all do. I don't think that's the to the difference between the males and females. I'm still hoping that one of those over there is a female. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. My fingers are actually getting quite cold, and I got some other work to do here. But thanks again for coming around and checking things out with me. And I hope you guys tune into our live this Sunday at 4. Well, every Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we'll try to get you out here again soon to see what's going on a warmer day. See you next time, guys.